What time is it? It's 3:25 p.m. I was supposed to go to my dance class. Originally, it was the beginner's hip hop class at 12:30, but no one showed up, and then the teacher called out, and I just was like, whatever. Maybe I wasn't meant to do it today. But then I changed my mind and I switched it to the 4 p.m. beginner's reggaeton class, which I'll start heading over there here shortly. But earlier this afternoon, I was like, well, I'm already outside. I'm already near Melrose or in Melrose. So then I started walking around and I went to this metaphysical store called House of Intuition. And I got a vision board making kit. I have this amazing vision board. What's it called? It's like a notebook with a bunch of like pictures. It's like a magazine, not a notebook. It's like a magazine with all these pictures and things that you can add to your vision board. And I meant to do it earlier this year, and we're in June. And I haven't done it. So I'm gonna do that. But yeah, and so now I'm just killing time before I start walking there. I've come to the realization I kept wanting to like film my life. I just wanted to remember it because I have like a pigeon's brain, and I don't know if pigeons actually have like a good brain. I don't know if they're like crows where they remember everything, but they look like they don't. So I have a really bad memory. I forget everything all the time, which is part of the reason why I started taking this dance class, because they teach you choreography, and I feel like that's gonna help me start remembering things more. But yeah, I mean, when it comes to my day-to-day, I will forget. I don't truly remember what I did last week. I mean, obviously it's like the same routine, and that's probably the problem. It's always the same routine. It's like go to work, come home, do the same things over and over again. So I've been trying to break out of that routine because I feel like my days for many years have just kind of jumbled all into one. It's the same day on repeat, the same weekends on repeat. And I don't know. I only have this one life, and I want to live it. I want to create it. I want to be actively creating my life versus just existing. And I remember when I was younger, my dad, he used to film everything. He had one of those big like handy cameras, and he would film like just random days of us playing with like my stuffed animals, or vacations, or just me singing and dancing around the house and us playing together. And I have all of these beautiful memories from that time because of that, and I think I kind of want to do that again. And so I don't know what this is going to turn out like, and I don't know what this is going to look like, and frankly it's a little intimidating, but it feels right. It feels like I'm making correct decisions lately. I feel excited to wake up in the morning, so excited that I literally have been naturally waking up at like 4 a.m. and I'm genuinely like staying awake, which is crazy. But yeah, I feel like in the last couple of weeks, since I have been actively going out of my way to create change in my life, in my routines, and just kind of live in the unknown of life, things have been looking really good. I've been feeling good. I'm excited. I feel like life is aligning. And then to make it even more aligning, just to give another synchronicity, I started reading this book called Becoming Supernatural that I've had this book for years, like literal years, and I just didn't read it. And so as I started going through all of these changes and I decided to like make changes, I was like, well, instead of sitting at home before bed and just binging reality TV or whatever else I feel like watching for hours on end, why don't I just pick up a book? And I went to my collection of books that I buy that I never read, and I picked one that caught my eye, Becoming Supernatural. And I began reading it. Funny enough, it talks about the importance of doing everything that I'm doing. So I am considering this a sign from the universe, from God, from a higher power, from source, from whatever. I'm considering it a sign that this is the right thing for me to do. And as uncomfortable and weird as it can feel to film yourself and film the things that you do, and I don't even know how it's gonna work, or if I'm gonna edit it, or if I'm gonna post, or how I'm gonna edit. I don't know how this is gonna work. I figured, why not? Let me try. So yeah, it's 3:33 p.m. and I'm gonna put my shoes on because I'm going to my first reggaeton class. That was loud. Look at the palm trees. They're so pretty. I don't know. There's something about all the green around here. It's just so pretty. It reminds me a lot of back home with all of the trees. But we're almost at Melrose. Yay! It's only like a 15 minute walk. I'm just trying to be more active. I feel like for like the longest time I've just sat in my sofa on the bed and watched TV. And lately I don't want to do that anymore. I want to experience my freaking life. We made it. That was a lot of fun. Just like with my first time at hip hop, I sucked, honestly, but I had a great time. The thing is, hip hop is at 12:30 to 2, and reggaeton is from 4 to 5:30. So it looks like I'm gonna be spending my Sundays here. Regardless though, mission accomplished. I genuinely had a blast. It was fun. I wasn't expecting much, but again, I'm trying to get comfortable with being uncomfortable and going out of my routine and not letting change of plans or unplanned things that happen because it's life ruin my whole day. And so I had a blast. I mean, I went to a metaphysical shop instead of my 12:30 hip hop class. I got myself a vision board kit, which I will do at some point this week. And then I ended up booking the beginners reggaeton class. Fun as hell. So much fun. Did I suck? Yes. But did I have fun? Totally. And yeah, it was a good weekend, a good Sunday. And I got a lot of movement done. So that's good. And we made it home. I made it home. It feels good. This feels good. Ignore the mess I have to clean. But this feels really good. It feels good because a few months back, if things didn't go to plan, it would ruin my entire day. And I was so afraid of being uncomfortable, of being nervous, of things changing, that I feel like I wasn't living my life. I wasn't going outside. I wasn't giving life a chance to just do what life does and throw you for loops every once in a while and change up your plans. And I wasn't living. I wasn't get more comfy. I was just so uncomfortable that I just became really comfortable with just my own company and being at home and sitting on my couch and watching TV and watching reality TV, which is fine because it's entertaining, but it was like I was seeing other people live out their dreams, live out their life, create a life for themselves versus just living life, that I kind of got lost in that. And today, or lately, but really today, but lately in the last few weeks, I have literally just said I'm through doing that. I don't want to stay comfortable. I don't want to not experience nervousness. I don't want to not experience doing something for this first time and like suck at it, you know? And today was a really good day at teaching my nervous system that things can go not according to plan, that I can try something new, that I can just go with the flow of the day and have experiences that were not planned because I didn't do the same thing I did yesterday or in the day before that and the day before that, and that I can survive, and that I'm okay, and that I actually had a really good day, and I talked to people that I probably wouldn't have met if I didn't leave my apartment, you know? And so I feel really good. I feel like I've done a lot of inner work in the last few years, and I've done a lot of inner work, especially too, like in the last month or so. And I feel like it's all led to this moment where I am filming myself on camera, my day, just for the sake of remembering my day. I am walking places, like just leaving my apartment and walking places for the sake of being active and working out. And instead of letting my canceled dance class, you know, derail my whole day, I booked the next dance class at 4 p.m. and I had a blast. And now I think I'm gonna end up going to 2 dance classes on Sundays. Like, you know, I'm just thinking about the last couple of days and how on Friday I took myself out on a solo date and I went to a restaurant and I tried really good food. And, you know, it was intimidating and it was awkward to go up and say, oh, I want a table for one, because I don't typically do things just like on my own other than in my apartment, because this is where I'm comfortable. But if I don't ever get out and I don't ever try new things, I'm never gonna live this life that I'm dreaming so much about. I'm never gonna be able to create it if I don't actually put myself out there and really like teach my nervous system and my brain that like we're not dying because plans change. We're not dying because we're leaving my apartment. We're not dying. Like, we're okay. We're thriving. We're living. We're experiencing life. And I feel good. And now I'm gonna attempt to cook this cabbage soup I saw online. Might film it, might not. I don't know, but this was good. I'm proud.